But we're going to get started with game number 1. We're seeing Villese versus TaToH on fortified clearing. Of course, this map is going to be somewhat similar to Arena. You got the stone walls on the front, but on the edge, there's actually a little bit of rocky terrain, if the observer can show that, where you actually can't wall the back. So in late game, there's open raids on the sides. Of course, down the middle, there's a lot of, small hills. There's a big area to fight for, and there's 9 relics total to fight for. Villese sees them all. That's a pretty big advantage, I'd say.
Do they have the score advantage at the start of the game when they see every relic?
Well, that's the real question. No, they don't.
They don't?
Do they?
It looks pretty sick. It's like it should be like
that's like 10
extra
score.
50 points, right?
Well, 50. That's like 10.
Oh, what do you mean? It's like 5% of the map. It's 9 relics as well.
I'm not sure. That's a question for the chat. To be
Maybe
honest.
that's why he picked them. For the 50 score.
He wants the score lead. Has nothing to do with the rest of Villese. They don't have much to offer. But yeah, in all seriousness, I mean, Villese is not a bad civ. I mean, you get the 50 score at the start, that's true. Yeah. But you also get a really smooth economy, and late game you got access to like elephants, you got access to strong monks, you have, obviously cavalry and infantry.
What is that? Hello chat, we kindly request your patience of our new caster duo as they continue to learn about the game and its strategies. Okay, that's actually true.
Oh.
Can't argue against that though.
That's fair enough. Yeah. I mean, the reason we agreed to this is to learn from guys like Nicov, guys like ACCM.
Obviously.
I didn't even know half the unique text, yesterday, so we're just always taking some notes.
I still have to look at the cost every time I make a unique tech, by the way. So.
That is fair. It's okay. You don't need a unique tech to make crossbows, so you don't.
If some things I do actually nowadays, even with Persians and stuff.
Well, that is true. That is true.
Really complicated the game.
Not the usual, but yeah. I mean, either way, I mean. Oh, actually, hold on. Is that an early barracks I see?
Oh, true.
Wait, hold on. Normally nothing happens on maps.
Like we were like playing, like the long game here.
Nili told us it's fortified clearing. 10 minutes. Take your time.
Take a break. Go eat something.
Settle in. We said no, we'll cast anyways. But we're seeing a barracks early. It's gonna be loom. It might be a men at arm rush around the outside.
Seems so actually.
Also, why are we on screen? I'm talking my hands a lot, guys. Take me off the screen. I'm back now.
We're getting played with here, honestly.
Yeah, I did not sign up to be on screen like this. But yeah, so men-at-arms are on the side. I mean, that's an interesting strategy. We talked about not being able to full wall. I mean, is he going for that? Because he's got the barracks, but nothing else right now. But he is also up 20 pop.
He has to be going man-at-arms, right?
It has to be, right?
I mean, you can't full wall the sides, but what people end up doing is just full wall their base anyway in a circle.
Yeah, so. And we are seeing ACCM doing just that, like palisade wall. You can see it on the minimap right now. Yeah. Oh, but it's going to be 4 vs 4 from Nicov. He's really committed to this. Ooh. And this is a neutral map, so this wasn't a home map that he's necessarily prepared. I mean, chances are he's prepared for every map, but he is kind of pulling out the big guns right off the bat here on game 1.
I like it actually.
Seems pretty
putting aggression on game 1, where both players should be a bit shaky. Both lost their first game with the first set of the day, so mistakes can happen.
I like that, the mental factor. You're both down, somewhat bad at the start of the tournament. Putting on that pressure, you can instill a lot of nerves to your opponent. And I think one thing to talk about here as well is that TaToH have a lot of early game weaknesses. You don't get that strong eco bonus that a lot of other civs get. They're stronger later on, sure, but early on they're a little fragile. So if Nicov can take advantage of that, that could be nice.
Yeah, TaToH get their power spike when they reach him. Then they get everything for free, basically.
We're now seeing ACCM with the scouter on the outside. He could spot that barracks. I mean, whether he spots it or not, he knows something's up, because no one's upping 20 pop for free here,
Yeah. He shouldn't show the militia. Never mind.
Too late. Was ACCM watching is the question.
Yeah. Even if he was watching, what does it do? Just double palisade later, I suppose?
And do you even want to do that? Yeah, this is actually pretty solid, because...
Has he explored the berries? He could tower the berries, actually. That could be pretty huge.
Tower the berries and the farms, in the middle, that could be pretty insane. Yeah. That would be the ideal tower, Because if you tower the wood, he's got another wood. But if you tower the berries, then he might have trouble clicking up here.
I think he will do it, actually. Oh. He will delay one farm and the berries.
Yep. He's got to pick the spot. He's walking past it. Ooh, I mean, not bad.
Yeah, I can see that tower as well.
He could have hit the farm, so I think that would have been better. So not the worst tower, but definitely not the best. The range coming down though, so it's gonna be men-at-arms tower with archer follow-up. This is a really all-in strat from Nicov in this early game.
Yeah. He does have double bid axe for free though, so Villese eco is pretty smooth when you go for early aggression. Yeah, I like that a lot. Also, the men-at-arms have +1 attack, so they break houses like there's no tomorrow. And I'm pretty sure. Damn it, ACCM is not gonna get housed.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting free value here, which is nice. Like, you're guaranteed killing 2 houses, guaranteed denying the berries. We're actually seeing ACCM reply with going on stone. I think he's going to abandon the fast castle strategy. Because obviously he wanted to fast castle, now he gets pushed. He's going to try to adapt. Nicov goes to stone as well, probably just for more, more towers after this. We'll see if Nicov is able to break in here. The houses are super squishy in Dark Age.
Yeah. Did he go 4 man arms? Am I seeing this correct? No, 3.
3. 4 would have been interesting though. Maybe he couldn't afford it.
Yeah, if the 4 villages going forward as well, it makes sense.
Yeah, the archer there is really annoying as well. It's going to hit some of the vills. ACCM desperate to keep these men at arms out of his base. Oh, and they break in! Oh, that's really, really bad for ACCM.
1 man going down.
Oh, that guy he got left out to dry. That was a bit brutal for him.
He's like, children and women first. Not even, actually.
Oh, he's out.
He's a hero,
that
actually.
That's crazy.
Hero. He will tell his family about his stories.
Saved the women, saved the children, and then walked out to tell the tale. Crazy. Tower from Nicov, a little questionable, because, ACCM had his tower first. I think you just, you abandoned. Yeah, it makes sense.
Now you can just drop another tower elsewhere. He's left the stone.
Choosing to break out the other side.
What is that military building from ACCM? Is it a range, I suppose?
That's a range.
That's a range.
There are new players in this game that can tell, and you still can't, being a professional player.
I never look at this stuff. Like, I don't have the mod for that, so I don't know if it's a stable, a barrack.
You can literally tell, though. It's not that hard.
I need that mod where what shows me the flag.
Okay, well, I'll write the word out for you. The archery range.
That will be very helpful, thank you.
Perfect. We did see a snipe from ACCM, though. He did kill 1 Vill back, which is pretty solid. But it's not going to hurt Nicov that much, I would say, because Nikov's strategy doesn't really rely on a smooth economy behind it. He needs to find damage with it.
Yeah, also he's going to lose his scout now, so still a good trade for 1 scout.
I think that's actually pretty
he got walled out with villagers.
Ah, interesting. ACCM with a forward tower. That's a good play from ACCM, actually.
He sends the boys now?
Yeah, he's got to commit to that tower if he can. I don't know if it's enough. They need to send more villagers. You got some archers from Nicov. It's questionable.
You break the palisade before your tower goes down.
No fletching for Nicov, so the archers aren't the strongest.
The archers are crazy though, protecting the tower.
Yeah.
Can Nicov wall him in now?
Oh, Nikov's out. Yeah, that's fine. Nothing fancy. I think you. Ooh, okay. ACCM got the style. I like that. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. I mean, listen, he's going to be able to get out with most of his vills, but that's 1 vill down. He sniped a vill earlier, so all of a sudden now ACCM's taking a small vill lead.
He's 3 vills up, so.
Yeah, not too bad.
I wouldn't like to be in his position, but still 3 villages up.
Pop quiz. Burmese have been played 3 times in the qualifiers. Which player was in 2 of the 3 games involving that civ? Did Hart play Burmese? I don't think so.
Nah, he's not a Burmese player. Actually, he did.
He did?
No, Jordan played.
Jordan played Burmese.
Jordan played Burmese and lost to Hart, actually.
He lost to Burmese?
He lost to Hart.
Oh my god, he lost.
With Burmese.
That's crazy.
No, he went Iron I believe.
Why is chat typing my name? I didn't play in the qualifiers. I wish I did, but I didn't play in the qualifiers.
You would have picked Burmese, actually.
I would have definitely picked Burmese. Huge fan, by the way. Okay, another tower from Nicov. This is interesting, because he actually sent a tower rush through the middle of the map. So now he's got a tower rush in the back. Yeah, he's really going for it. Yeah. Maybe that's the meta on this map, though, because the towers will squeeze ACCM in. And ACCM, he's pulling the boys again. He's ready to fight.
He could just delete the stone walls as well and just other side as well.
Yeah, just kind of take that down.
He doesn't have any army here. If he had like 2 archers there,
it would have been huge. But it's hard to get army there. His range is at the back, to be fair.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and
still kill some vills.
That's not even bad. You force all the idle time from ACCM.
He's still kill like 2-3 villagers.
Yeah. Minimum 2 there. Yeah, he kills 2 and he leaves. That's pretty solid. The thing is, though, ACCM does have some archers to chase him away. ACCM's now heavy on stone. And the big problem here, I think, for ACCM is the fact that he's running low on space. It's hard for him to operate and get to the next stage.
Also,
Nicov has the whole map.
He has no double bidax.
True. Yeah, who's forgetting eco upgrades now? They said Nicov is known for his eco upgrades.
That's why he picks Burmese, actually.
He's like, I'm getting eco upgrades faster than any other player,
Does he have Vikings in his draft as well, by any
maybe.
chance?
Just getting all the free eco upgrade civs. Rewriting his narrative, I love it.
Rewriting his history.
Yeah, he forgot, Bosa one time, and Hart faced Jordan's Burmese, but also played them versus Licks on this very map.
We are Burmese players here.
We are Burmese players, yeah. Yeah, I think, I'll take some credit. I think I was the first guy to really say Burmese are crazy. I'm not sure, though.
You tell Nicov as well?
No, I didn't, actually.
Damn it.
He's following, in good path, though. I really did think he picked it for the free double bidax. that makes sense to me, yeah.
It does feel pretty smooth to have that.
Oh, ACCM taking a gander.
Oh, that tower.
Taking a gander at the market here. Sold a little bit of a soul. Not the whole thing. Just a little bit. You know, Huang would be proud, but not that happy about it. Tower from Nicov is interesting, but I don't think it really accomplishes that much.
It looks better on paper, but delay's like 3 farms.
Yeah. Oh, he changes it. Ooh, does he have the tower range mod? I don't think so, eh?
Yeah, I don't think so either, actually. Yeah. Otherwise, we would have seen that.
Yeah. Has to take a look at his mods after this game. Definitely. Actually, I don't use that as well. Oh, ACM with a faster castle. That's surprising to me.
The soul.
Yeah, he did sell the rest of it.
He can drop a castle as well, and then it gets tricky for Nicov. Because what do you do against Janissaries?
You know what I want to see?
Like
No.
Stable as some scouts?
Not like not yet. Well, I'll talk to you in Imperial to the star. But I think a forward castle here would be amazing.
Forward castle?
Yeah, from ACCM.
Actually, I would like that, actually.
Just counter, forward castle. I think the only risk is that you can't clear up the towers at your base. But it gives you
that. You just expand to the middle.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you just make a ram or something.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. You know, you go for the Jans because you get counterplay. The thing is, he's only up a minute faster than Nicov. So if he wants to go for the forward castle, he has to send his Villese really early, like right now, in fact.
Yeah, he also only has 4 on food, so he's gonna produce 1 Janissary and then starve.
Yeah, pretty much. That guy's gonna be well fed though, I guess. He
still doesn't have double bit X, by the way. His eco is looking in shambles.
Yeah, that is very rough. Horse Collar being skipped.
He's selling the boys.
Oh yeah, he's doing it. This is exactly what he should be doing, I think. Yeah, I mean, the thing is here, we're skipping Horse Collar, guys, just because there's not enough time for that to pay off in an aggressive game like this. So that's totally normal, but double bid axe pays back really quickly. Stable from Nicov, like Cav after all, please. I need my fix, bro. But the castle's coming in. That stable is going to be pretty useless against Janissaries.
Yeah. He will still control the outside relics, though, however.
That is true, yeah. There's 4 on the outside, 5 on the inside.
See if we will see it. Oh, on his nose.
Oh my god. If it could go further forward, he would have done it, but there's a stone wall there. Let's see Nikov's response. He's in a stone wall, part of the map, kind of cut off where the Jansen come in, but I don't think that matters.
Double monastery against it, actually. What else do you do?
Double monastery?
You can't go knight, can't go Lycav, can't go siege.
I think guard tower, honestly. Guard
like
tower could be good. Yeah. I mean, monks are good if you're Mr. Yo and you're going to convert, but if you're not going to convert fast, because Janissaries have 8 range, like they just step in and one-shot your monks. So
yeah, that is true.
You know,
it's guard tower.
Yeah, guard tower could be interesting.
Also, he has the towers at the ACCM space, which are going to get more value then.
A lot of value. That being said, though, he is getting pushed off that main stone, right?
Yeah, true. A double monastery.
Double monastery. Okay, I mean that's fair enough. You know, a little bit of an RNG factor could bite him. You know, could bite him back later. But if he does get a little lucky, then it's gonna completely shut down the Janissary push.
Yeah.
Vil count's rather even. This game is really close. Oh, I love this. Nikov's pushing
I like that
while defending. Yeah, this is nice.
He knows like ACCM doesn't have any space. Are there golds in the middle of the map? They are, right?
Yeah, there's gold and stone in the middle of the map. Yeah. Because we know this because we've practiced a lot of this map. Yeah, and we're really well prepared.
Just educating the viewers.
Of course.
They might not see that.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, there's gold in the center, guys.
Yeah, and stone as well.
Yeah, for sure.
And 5 relics.
Which we learned recently. But yeah, Mangonel defense from ACCM. He's going to try to clear some of those towers. This is where guard tower can be insane, but it's a lot of investment. I mean, the university's 200 wood, and then after that, it's a little too much.
Have to make 2 towers as well.
Yeah. It's a little too much money there. Janissaries pushing in. Now the thing about Janissaries is they kind of break buildings relatively quickly, but it's not that fast. So it's like kind of like a medium pace as they break in. So I think Nicov should have enough time. Oh! Oh.
I love that siege workshop in the back, actually.
Yeah, really good. He's surprised. ACCM was not expecting that, actually.
Yeah.
That's pretty big.
He still has a DC to hide his monks.
Monk defense.
Converting the archer.
Yeah, only 1 archer for 2 monks there. Not the best, but listen, a lot of things are going on. Can't expect perfect monk micro behind this one. Janissaries moving in.
Nice.
Monk gets out.
And look at the food count from both players, actually. 6 against 2.
Oh yeah, everyone's starving in this game. Yeah, they're just going all out on the aggression. But this is kind of why I like this map more than the traditional arena, because I feel like strategies like this get rewarded, and it just makes the game really messy, which I heavily enjoy.
Oh, look at ACCM's resources actually. He has 8 on stone. He's gonna drop another castle soon.
Oh, that's pretty big. Would you make it again forward, or would you make it defensive? Horse collar for Nicov. 0 on food, but we're getting horse collar. He's planning the long game. I like that. That's a long game. He's like, I have 0 now. but I'm gonna multiply it.
His town won't like that. That's another villager for his town.
Yeah, I would have made it. I mean, I probably would have gotten an upgrade, like fletching or something, honestly. Ooh, trying to break in through the wall.
Does that do anything?
I don't think so.
5 monks.
There's a lair behind.
Go out.
Wait, there's a lair. There's a house lair behind that. The petard died for no reason.
Dude, it just wants to kill himself, right?
That's
TaToH's job.
Damn, petard just kind of got thrown in there.
What is that building? Is that built now?
That's a university. Don't squint, bro. You don't know how to tell what it is anyway.
How do you tell? Like, there's just stone there.
They look different, bro. They look different. I'll talk to you after this.
Sure.
But I like what Nikov's doing with his monks here, by the way. He's converting and then hopping into the town center right, like when he doesn't get the conversion, he just leaves.
He gets free value, basically.
0 risk, exactly. You try for the instant conversion, and if you don't get it, you're back in your base.
Eventually you will get it.
Exactly, yeah. It's a numbers game.
Yeah. Okay, ACCM does have that castle, though.
Oof. I mean, that castle's decent.
How does he protect it? Like, if Nicov can delay it forever, no?
Especially with the monk trick, right?
Yeah.
I guess.
Also, the tower is there.
I guess you just have enough vills that you're just fine, maybe. But I think what Nicov should do is just convert 5 vills, let the castle go up, and then that's a trade-off, you know?
Yeah.
He might even be able to stack the conversion on the vills and then switch to Janissaries.
Yeah, that's really good as well. That's just gonna convert villagers. I mean, the castle does the same thing as the first castle. It just denies 3 more farms and a tower.
But it's gonna kill the TC and hit some of the gold. That's not terrible.
I guess. Nicov should move out anyway, though.
True, yeah. It is slightly redundant as a castle. Yeah, Nikov's going to pick up some conversions. He's just going to accept that this castle's going to go up. And like you said, he's going to leave. He's floating some wood, though. You know, we did get Horse Collar. Might want to transition some of those.
We're waiting for heavy plow?
Oh, the heavy plow angle?
Oh, never mind.
Oh, he's really expanding, though. Okay. Yeah, his people kind of, they got, you know, tired of being hungry. He's getting a university that could be guard tower. We'll keep you guys posted. The push from Nicov kind of fizzled out. But I would like him to revive this push. Maybe add in some monks. Go redemption monks in the back of.
I can see that. He does have the wood space. A monk crush from the back as well. Then again, it is just so easy for ACCM to add light caps, right? 1 stable and 80 food.
10 on food. I don't know how easy that is. We'll
just have the market though.
Oh, the market is dangerous. That is true. Yeah, I mean, light cap are gonna get massive value whenever there's monks on the field. Ton of farms from Nicov, by the way. You know what? I think what Nicov should do here is add some extra town centers in the back as well, because your main base is getting pushed. You've got the farm
to add TCs? No way.
I know, it's
some
crazy.
Farms as well?
Yeah, but you would add 2 rangers here and die in 2 minutes, so...
I would micro first, I would sneak around the expo.
Just micro for the next 5 minutes, you still have 2 on food. Yeah, so if Nicov can add some town centers at the back, you know, just kind of expand a little bit more, it could be a good way to defend the pressure, because right now the game is like neck and neck.
Yeah. And I think what Nicov has to go for here is just fast imp and trap down those castles with monks. Because there's nothing ACCM can do. He can always hide the monks near his TC.
But where does Nicov get the stone for the castle? He's at 0 right now.
That is true.
Does he have a stone at the back? Observer?
Is there a stone outside, actually?
Yeah, find me some stone.
Just for the viewers, so we can...
Oh, it's in the corner. I don't think that's really like a viable solution. You could go for bombard cannons. You have the university. We could go I mean, he is committing to the fast imp. We see it now. Could be bombard cannon monk.
Could also be for the monk.
Don't tell me he imped from the first DC.
No,
there's no way. Okay, thank God. But the second one's kind of suspect as well. That's like
doesn't look too much better.
That's the next stuff on the list, you know. Monks.
Dude, he has so many conversions here potentially. Yeah. And that's a bad fight for ACCM.
Yeah, really bad fight actually. Gets converted. Decent amount of conversions there. No, Nicov has more Jans.
Yeah,
this is huge. You know, that might have looked like a decent fight for ACCM, but that was actually terrible because now Nicov has some army to defend himself as well. That's huge.
Yeah. How did the score drop from Nicov there? He was like 300 score behind, now it's 700.
He clicked up the imp, to be fair.
It was already before that, I believe.
That is true. But I don't know, it's interesting. Okay.
Sam is adding eco behind that.
Well, a lot of eco at that. 3 TCs. He's also picking up some relics. Something which I think it's hard to do when there's so much action, but you have to do it. Like, you just have, as a player, you have to find the time. 2 siege workshops dropped for Nicov. It's going to be bombard cannons.
Yeah. Bombard cannon monks. I like it.
I mean, it's pretty decent.
He just has like 5, 6, 7 monks.
You know what it dies to, though? It dies to full castle age. If you just go light cap here, it's a hard play to read. But if ACCM just goes full light cap, Nicov has nothing against that.
I mean, he can still hide his monks on the TC and just convert from another world.
Then the cannons, though.
You can repair those. Also, can just add spears, right?
Yeah, that is true, yeah. You can add a few
really
spears.
Easy to just add spears.
In fact, that might be what he's going for here.
Yeah.
Knowing that Lycav is the only counter to what he's going to go for, he might add a few spears. That Ram is ambitious.
The Rams might have been good 2014.
Yeah. The battery ram is so slow. I feel like I'm casting in slow motion whenever the ram is about to make a play.
No matter if it walks or hits.
It doesn't. Everything's in slow motion. Yeah. It hits
like the units get worse if you garrison them in as well. Like.
I don't know. There's something about rams just. And he's gonna kill a mining camp. That's fair.
He's gonna lose the ram after.
But kill count 1. That's not bad. Yeah, and it looks like ACCM just clearing up Nicov in the back of his base, and he's going to stabilize. He's adding the stable forging. He's going to go all in castle. He's going to go. I'm excited to see this.
Look at Nikov's upgrades, though.
Yeah, all for the monk, right?
Yeah, what's the second one? The second one is like they regain their faith.
Yeah,
80% faster.
50%, I think. 80%.
Nah,
I
it's
think
more than that. More than 50.
50%.
I think it's. Wait, let me.
No, 50%.
87.5.
50%? If I'm right, you can't make crossbows against me if you face.
If I'm right, you can't make Hussars against me.
That's fine. I'm a paladin player.
Production?
Guys, I say 50, he says 87.5. Why would you guess 87.5?
I remember that number from somewhere. I know it's somewhere.
That's my win rate against you, bro, if anything.
Not in tournaments.
That's true.
The ladder.
Maybe. But anyways, we're going to see pikemen added to the situation here. It's going to be pikemen, monks, and then some siege. Makes a lot of sense here.
Oh, that upgrade.
It's actually 87.5? There's no way.
I should have gone so far to tell you.
No, it's 50%. Wait,
what? No.
Can we get a confirmation, production?
I think they're trolling us.
I have no idea.
The chat is saying I'm right.
Someone said I'm right too. I don't know who to believe.
We're both right, apparently. The chat is always right.
Okay. It's going to be like versus Hussar. We'll just both make the units. Theocracy coming in as well. That's going to make it so.
Oh, forging.
All the monks.
As well.
Yeah, he already has pikes on the field as well. So
that's why I didn't like the full cast ledge play. But then again, what else do you do?
I mean, I still think it's going to work because you have Jans plus Lycav, and you can raid. You can hit the monks. You can defend your castles.
You have more plays to make.
You can sacrifice 10 Lycav to pick up, a cannon or something like that in some cases. I believe Turks don't get Heresy, but I'm not 100% sure. It is worth mentioning. Heresy, if they do get it, can be pretty good.
It's a huge upgrade.
Yeah.
ACCM getting the upgrades for his stables. He needs more cannons.
Yeah, I think just one. Oh, I mean, he's got two.
Is he producing from both Siege Workshop?
I don't think so. I mean, he's producing from one now. Only. I think 2 is ambitious to begin with, to be honest.
But 1 is just so slow. Like
that is true,
repairs as well. It takes like an hour to take down.
Yeah, so I guess 2 Siege Workshops to get the first 2 out fast, and then whatever you can.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be a lot of cannons. Nikov's going to start adding in some economy behind this, which is quite interesting as well. Yeah, you're not going to win on 1 TC. You're just going to push the castles and then stabilize again.
Yeah.
It looks like ACCM just wants to give up the castles. Yeah, ACCM's playing towards the sides now, it seems.
Yeah. Which means Nicov will reclaim the center, but he will lose some map control of the outside. Does he still have his villas at the back of ACCM's base?
No, they've been cleared out, I believe. Yeah, 1 castle goes down. 2nd castle is being worked on now. ACCM is really far from Imperial Age right now, which could be problematic. Like, the all-in castle age is nice, but only if you find damage with it. Because if the game just stalls out and Nicov catches up in villas or whatever...
ACCM wants to fight here, but there's no way that's a good fight ever.
Let's see. Oh, Nicov instant reaction here.
No, go back. Or just run past by. Or just lose everything.
Oh, I don't think that works.
What are the pikes doing? They're running away.
The pikes! Get back in here, dog! You're the reason we have you. Okay, I mean, yeah, it's still... Even that was like worst case scenario from Nicov, and it was still a dominant fight. Yeah, I think ACCM, like, you're gonna lose the castle anyway. You shouldn't really fight there, right?
Just run around the outside raid. Or just run past by, actually. I thought that was a play as well.
True. Run past, get some raids in, make the game hard for Nicov. Because the thing about monks is that they're really strong if you give them all your focus. But if your attention is split, monks become a lot worse.
If you fight in 3 different spots, eventually an opponent will mess up.
Yeah, 100%.
Tower from Nicov there. Okay,
tower defensively. Yeah, look at the raids. Like, every time ACCM goes for a raid, Nicov has to invest something into it. That's a lot of cannons. 6 cannons. That's crazy. A Magna now. Whoa, that's so random.
See that.
Oh, one more shot.
Why did he just have a random Magna on there? From where as well?
Where did he get that Magna?
Bottom?
And how did Nicov not spot that? So weird. The light cap sniping. This is what we want to see. Yeah, this is what we want to see. This is good. Run around, find some kills, get some raids in. Because, like, Nicov, realistically, Nicov's economy is full exposed. Like, look at that. All his farms are gone.
Yeah. And he has to make damage in the middle as well now.
I don't like the towers and the farms. I think just run away, bro. It's fine. We'll remake
make another TC elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly. We'll start a new life together. Just leave.
Wouldn't be the first time in this game.
It's a lot of cannons once again here. I think the name of the game it's still patience, though.
Yeah.
From ACCM, you can't rush this.
It's patience from both, actually, because both have to add economy.
True.
If you're Nicov here, I still think you want to add economy and build towards another army composition than pikes and monks and combat cannons.
Yeah, Vilcan's pretty close.
What about CA from ACCM and Castle Age?
I don't think it does well, yeah. I think cannons and monks. Yeah, I think CA is good if you have them prepared for a while, but if you want to randomly switch into them, you just don't have time. Quite expensive.
Also too expensive.
Yeah. And more monks forward from Nicov. Love that play, by the way. Reinforcing. Monks are slow, so you don't want to make monks from home and bring them forward. You make the monasteries, forward. Monks come out right away. They reinforce. It's 6 relics for ACCM, but they're in that forward monastery. Nicov could take all of those for himself.
There you go.
CA. Oh, I mean, let's take a look. It shouldn't work, to be honest, but maybe it's
Nicov has like a few monks left, and he pays attention.
Maybe it's a last-ditch effort.
Yeah.
This push from ACCM is interesting, but realistically, one monk stops this whole push.
Yeah.
Oh, Nikov's economy. Oh boy, that is not pretty.
They took the start a new life too serious.
Yeah, they all started at the same time. Yeah, that's a bit, a bit suspect in terms of economy there. But ACCM, he's getting pushed really heavily. So his 20 Vill lead isn't doing that much at the moment. No Sipahi right now for ACCM. He didn't pick it up. It's an expensive upgrade. It only gives plus 20 HP, so it's not like a priority, to be honest. He needs to mass them first.
So you just give 20 HP to the opponent as well.
True, when he converts them, yeah. Some big push coming in here. The relics are on the field, but Nicov didn't grab those guys just yet.
He's going to the bottom. I think I would have liked to see him push the middle.
I think you push the middle as well.
There's no way you can ever stop with the army, right? Like 10 pikes, 5 monks, and 6 bomber cannons.
And right now you're killing a couple ranges on the side, but if you get in, you kill the main TC, you kill the market. Like you're killing more.
All his farms.
Yeah, you're killing more impactful things. Exactly. Oh, big attack round. Oh my God, that was brutal. That was big.
But look at Nicov's village account. Going down as well. He got raided so hard.
He's still getting raided. Oh, the cowards is gonna get converted.
Oh, give me those.
Oh, no.
I think we know the answer.
Tragedy.
If was the right play or not.
Yeah. CA, the right play for Nicov. He's got a couple CA on the field right now.
ACCM 0, Nicov 1.
Yeah, I mean, the problem here for ACCM is that he just doesn't have momentum. Like, with the full Castlage play, you need to get momentum. You can't let your opponent just walk across the map like that.
Yeah.
And I think the first fight he took against Nikov's army,
light caps,
that was huge.
The game.
That was huge. Yeah, 100%.
It's still a open game more or less, because Nikov's economy is, well, he does have 40 farms somehow. But when we look back, like 2 minutes ago, it looked terrific. It's looking fine now, actually. He has some towers.
Hey, dude, he has so many lumber camps. He's got 10 lumber camps on one wood line. Oh my God. He might forget eco upgrades, but he's not forgetting the building, that's for sure.
I would still like to see guard towers from him. He has so many towers at this point.
Yeah, might as well. Guard tower, even ballistics, bracers, all stuff that you can just pick up here.
Yes.
You're not making a transition to something else right now. Like you can't make a transition to like Cavalier. It's just too expensive. So upgrade the small stuff. Bracer, guard tower, control the map a little bit more.
Yeah.
Credit to ACCM for expanding. He can't fight the push, so just do the next best thing. But gonna be pretty difficult to pull himself back from
number caps.
It's crazy.
I think eventually you want to switch to like Cav if you're Nicov.
If you're Nicov?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Turks don't have pikemen, so yeah, Cavalier will be a big swing. ACCM's a fighter. He doesn't like to give up early. This game feels like it might be over. I mean, the relics are going over to Nicov.
Yeah.
And I just feel like the push
in front of his nose as well.
Yeah. Oh my God, he's taking
he's feasting on those.
All the relics at the same time. Okay.
That looks juicy.
Yeah. It's like you're getting robbed in plain daylight if you're ACCM. Like, you're like, yo, please, not the relics.
Not every single one of them.
Leave me one, my dude. Yeah, I mean, so the big problem here, once again, is the fact that there's no raiding happening. And, like, ACCM, is not having the counterplay that we expected. He's trying to reboom, but there's just zero counterplay on the field right now.
Yeah. Also, Nicov has like 7 towers at his base now, so he's kind of protected, so towers paying off slowly.
And he's doing what we talked about. He's getting ballistics now. Maybe Bracer comes in, maybe guard tower.
Scaling armor.
Yeah, maybe transition to Cavalier as well. Also, as much as I love Hussar, it's not really the best option right now. You've got a ton of gold. Just go for Cavalier or go for any other gold unit right now. You might as well make use of the fact that you've got 9 relics.
And if you hear this guy saying don't go Hussar, then that has to mean something.
Then you definitely don't go Hussar, you know? If there's a chance Hussar is good, I'll be making them. Forward castle from Nicov. You know, I actually don't like that castle. You know, there's nothing there anymore.
That is true. Then again, I guess he just wants to secure the middle.
I guess.
There's no other way that ACCM can just run into the middle other than running in.
True, yeah.
But maybe at the back of his base would have been better for security.
Yeah, or maybe on the side, on like the south part of it, maybe southwest. Who knows? But nonetheless, he does drop that castle there. Secures like ACCM's base. He dropped it where ACCM's starting TC was. Maybe it's a power move. That's a mind game.
We have been playing the mental game here from the minute 1.
From the start.
Strategy-wise.
A lot of mind games going down.
The relic play as well. It makes sense now. There is some raiding happening now, but I feel like Fortified Clearing has the 2nd fastest average heavy blow time at 23:16.
Something Nicov meme. He is missing heavy plow. He's plowing through ACCM's base though. You can't knock the guy for that.
There are other priorities right now.
Yeah, we're talking a different kind of plow right now. I mean, he's just tunneling through ACCM's base. He went right through the center, and now he's going to go on both sides at the same time.
With monks.
Yeah. Guys, Nicov picked up 2-man saw. You know, okay, it's free with Burmese, but he still has it. Yeah, that's got to count for something. He picked the Sip for a reason.
Yeah.
Trying to clear up. Those Jans are really annoying.
It's his first time having 2-man show.
Ever?
Has he ever played Burmese before?
Good question. He doesn't need 2-man saw. He's got like 10 lumber camps. Like
that's true.
They don't need to work faster. They're already fine. And light cap rating still happening for
Imagine if those towers were guard towers.
Yeah, it would be huge.
Burmese got keep?
Yes, with confidence. I have no idea, but if I sound confident, you know, I think.
No, just for the record.
Yeah, TC at the front now for Nicov, just expanding to those golds. I'm actually surprised Nikov's Vil count is as low as it is. I think it could be a lot higher right now.
Yeah, he's still getting raided constantly. I guess the towers aren't doing much without Bracer and guard tower.
Yeah, as we mentioned. Big shots from the cannons. Gotta love to see it. Also, Halberd is something you can pick up here. You don't need it, but it's a good late game upgrade. You might as well. Just to like extend your lead. We're just talking about, you know, ways to not throw the game for Nicov right now.
Yeah. Yeah. He has endless amount of gold. How many relics does he have? He has
9.
9 relics.
Yeah. And look at, he's got 3,000 gold already in the bank.
He's even flexing with his monks here.
Going a little too deep. Oh. And wow. And that's a winning fight for the monks. That's crazy. Yeah. No, monks are really balanced, by the way. 100%. That's fair. You run any other unit into those Jans, and you don't see the light of day. But the monks just turn the fight around. That's fair.
And they still get out as well.
Yeah, with Janissaries as well on their team.
Give me those.
Some convincing arguments from the monks. But yo, honestly, credit to ACCM for expanding on the south so well. Like in my opinion, he should be completely dead at the moment. But due to his expansions and how much attention he paid to that, he still has somewhat of a chance. It's small, but he's got the outsides, and he's got, like, you know, pretty solid Hussar with Turks. So if he can somehow get there, sniping some cannons now, it's not too bad.
He's still doing a good job of raiding in Nikov's economy as well, right? He still only has 20 farms. Still missing handcard, but, you know, at least he has wheelbarrow.
We'll get there, yeah, exactly. One step at a time. One step at a time. He's not Vikings here. He's not going to have handcard. Yeah, I mean, ACCM getting chain barding armor right now, you know, really committing to that cavalry play, wants to raid some more. Nicov continues to damage
armor the whole time?
The whole time, yeah. But it's, you know, that's a pretty big upgrade to miss. Yeah. You know, the big thing here, though, is that Nicov switching to Arambai, that unit's really strong. If you can mask those up, so he's kind of setting up the perfect Burmese late game, which why not? So I think Arambai Elephant would be like the absolute best composition you can get to. Do you need that? Probably never, but you might as well.
Yeah. Arambai are so strong, actually.
Yeah, really good.
Parfin tactics affecting them. They just don't die.
Yeah.
And Turks don't really have anything against them. The only thing they have is like CA. And we already saw how that worked out.
Yeah, CA is not a unit you can make this game. I think Camel might be your best counter, but again, all these counters.
Again, he just makes 5 pikes.
Yeah, it's just so hard to like jump on the Arambai exactly. Yeah. Game's dragging on a little bit.
Finish this game?
The
population will still remain the same for ACCM for the next 10 minutes, I feel.
Oh, I have a sick play. I think for Nicov, first of all, you get to 200 pop. Like, you just gotta, like, at some point, you can make some castles in your base or something, and then you can honor your cut to the bottom. You know what I mean? You just honor your cut.
Forehead through his base again?
Yeah, it worked the first time. Right through the center, you know? Honor your cut and then go through the center once again. And then say what's up, knock on his front door, but I think Nicov just has to take his time right now. You know, there's no point rushing this. You've got the 9 relics. You've got a good late game set.
This farm economy though, it's dropping down and down.
Why doesn't he just farm towards the center? The center is the safest part of the map right now. Forget up at the edge. The edge
he does have 15 lumber camps there, so...
there's no space for farms.
He's pretty efficient there.
He's got 15 lumber camps. He can't make a single farm in that area. Oh god.
That's 1500 wood actually.
Wow, that's crazy when you put it that way. Should have picked Japanese. Would have been some nice savings. Yeah, I mean, Nicov could TC there. He could take his time, but I really think he should be expanding towards the center. Like, those farms are really safe, as weird as it looks. Castle here, that should have been there a long time ago. That's a good castle. Also, maybe some cav for Nicov to raid with as well. He's got a lot of options, and you know what? I kind of feel like he's using the worst options right now. Like, he's setting up the late game in terms of military, like going for like a Rambai.
Yeah.
But his economy isn't set up for late game. So might as well just go for like the raiding unit right now.
He has 60 vills working.
Wow, yeah.
That's crazy.
32 idle vills. Out of 125, he has 60 on an actual research right now.
Yeah.
Maybe 70. I think that's, to be honest, I don't want to be too critical, but I think that's one of Nikov's biggest issues in late game, actually. He tends to have the vills, but not have them, you know, in the right areas or not having them consistently working. He's at 31% worker efficiency right now. 31% when you've got.
There are 40 vills working, by the way, right now.
This is absurd. You know, this is definitely a high priority.
You know who those vills are? The lumber camp ones.
The lumber camp ones, and they're working damn hard.
They're carrying the team.
I think that's 16 and 17 right there, lumber camp. Oh, now we're seeing some camels mixed in, and maybe that was a misclick, but maybe he's thinking about camels. No, he is going to go for camels right now. Makes sense. You're countering the Rambai, countering the CA, you're countering pretty much everything that Nicov has with those camels. But it's still, you know, 180 pop for Nicov in Imperial Age. He's still looking solid. Maybe another castle here.
There.
A castle, yeah. Well, ACCM's getting one, though.
Just fight it. Well, it works. Nicov has 0 on gold. He only has relics. I mean, those are 9 relics. To be
yeah, but still, you know.
ACCM has no gold either, though.
It's just, like, the eco distribution from Nicov has been slightly sloppy. I don't want to say he's lucky to be so far ahead, because he put himself in this position because of his, you know, his skill and his strategy. But it's a good thing he's so far ahead, because some of the things that Nicov did in this late game, like, kind of stalled the game a little too much, and that gave room for ACCM to come back. That being said, I think he's finally stabilized. He's made his way close to 200 pop now, and now he's in a position where I feel like, okay, you know, he can shut down the castles. He's got a very easy route to win condition, and he doesn't need, you know, to give ACCM any more space, any more chance. That being said, of course, he doesn't mind playing longer because he's got the relics, but it's a tournament. We want to play as risk-free as possible.
Yeah. He also will take control of the castle now. There's no way ACCM ever raids for that area again. Yeah, I don't really see a comeback from ACCM here anymore. Yeah. The Trebuchet is going to knock down pretty much one building after the next here. ACCM will stay in the game as long as possible. He tends to do that. I think it's a characteristic from ACCM and Mr. Yo, to be honest. But I really don't see a comeback potential. Like, I don't even see how it would be done. If there is, you know, any chance. It would have to be some major mistakes from Nicov, and that's just very unlikely. Yeah. We have 66 vills on wood from Nicov. More lumber camps? Two vills per lumber camp there. That's a good ratio. He's just abandoned those. 16, 17. Some mills. Oh, there we go. That's what we needed. We needed that like 30 minutes ago, literally. You farm the center, they're untouched. We're getting a handcart. This is great. No heavy plow. Now we're playing. Now we're talking. Yeah, now we can switch to his heart slowly. But he doesn't want to get cocky. He didn't get heavy plow. You know what I mean? He's just doing the bare minimum here. Can't go too far. Yeah, that's fine. And now the Hussar switch is looking tempting. Rambai is just so. Look at that unit, man. It's so strong. I wonder if he has Parthian tactics. Can we get a Rambai check here, Mr. Vodka? No Parthian tactics. Oh, nothing actually. Not even +2 armor. Bruh. Are you serious? What? Burmese don't get +2 armor. No. True, actually. No, wait. They have 5 armor, though. How do they get 5 armor? with Powerful Tactics. Because Powerful Tactics gets you 2 armor.
What? Who said they had
fully
5?
No, fully upgraded armor, but I have 5 pierce armor.
I don't know, but
Powerful Tactics they do.
2 from Powerful Tactics?
Yes.
Elite has 1 from the armor? Oh, Elite has 2 base.
Elite has 2?
Yeah.
Did you have Elite? Must
no.
have Elite. How did he have 2 then?
What?
I'm pretty sure fully upgraded Arambai have 5 pierce armor.
Do regular Arambai have 2
no.
armor?
Can someone show us the unit, like the unit the texture or something?
What's going on here?
I'm pretty sure they have 5 pierce armor. Fully upgraded.
Elite has 2.
But he didn't have Elite, did he? There's no way he had Elite.
Well, look at the overlay. Where are we actually? Oh, it's the Muppets.
We're just getting fooled here. We're getting played here. Like
10,000 people watching us just going over numbers that don't make sense. Oh, God. All right, we see Nicov and ACCM here now. Listen, Nikov's feeling pretty good about that win. I don't think ACM's necessarily feeling that bad because that's a neutral map. That's game 1.
Yeah.
It's a best of 5. You've got time. You're going to be fine.
I also think like both players are warmed up now. The game took like a solid hour. So both players should be at their peak form right now, mechanically wise.
Tip-top shape, exactly.
And now the home maps come into play.
Yeah, and now Nicov in shape. We're going to expect 30 lumber camps next game.
Yeah.
Very efficient with line.
But no 2-man show.
Of course.
And might not have both right now.
He risked the Burmese on game 1. You know, that's the problem. He got used to playing with like free wood upgrades, so now there's a lot of pressure on him to pick them up. But I was actually speaking with Nicov in the back room earlier, and he said that he's really upset because, you know, the meme of him for getting eco upgrades was like 3 years ago. And like he told me he's been getting them, you know, he's been getting eco upgrades, but you know, he's just
maybe with Burmese.
I don't know, but he was convincing me that he does get them these days, you know. He's a reformed player.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
What do we see here? What do you think?
Well, why are we appearing everywhere? Dude, the production's going crazy.
Honestly.
Even in the picture, I'm a head taller than you, by the way.
And we have to change that, by the way.
Whoa, come on, man. He goes to the gym, by the way. just for those who might be wondering, you guys can see more on his Instagram. But anyways, going on to game number 2, we've got Portuguese for Nicov versus Hindustani ACCM. And this is going to be a pretty nice matchup on enclosed.
Look how close they are.
They're not that close. I mean, it's medium. Okay, it's a little closer than usual, maybe.
Imagine they make the buildings
at the same side. Yeah, I can see that. But to be fair, you know, judging from like the minimap, Nikov's gold is kind of far away from ACCM. So
same goes for ACCM.
Yeah,
as well. And
this is actually a big factor, guys, here, because when it comes to enclosed, obviously the wood line in the center prevents, you know, anyone from passing through. So you have to go around either one side or the other. And depending on where the gold positions are or where the berries are, you know, you can either get a lot of damage or not really that much. And right now we're seeing that Nicov has the gold, ACCM has the gold and the berries pretty close. And you can't really hit the wood because the wood is always safe in that little crevice that the TC is in.
I think both players are luring D, right?
Yeah. Yeah, just going for a solid early game. We actually saw Portuguese Hindustani just in the last set, Mr. Yo versus Vinchester. If you guys missed that, highly recommend you go back or you check Nili's YouTube and you actually watch that set.
And you watch the VOD.
Yeah, and you watch the VOD. Just watch everything, guys, please. Help the tournament out. But anyways, yeah, I recommend you watch that game because that was a really nice game. We had some Vitorias, we had some fast temp shenanigans from Portuguese, and Hindustani were able to hold on with their 9-range hand cannon. So the matchup's actually really interesting. Gulams play a factor as well in in certain areas. So I think both teams have a lot of power.
Yeah, it's like one of the matchups where you can make any unit actually. Like
no, you can't make knights. You can't make knights. I'm just kidding. Go ahead. That's a Nili joke.
That's a Nili joke, actually. No paladins either, by the way.
True. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you can make any unit, you were saying?
Yeah, like Portuguese, you can make organ guns, you can make knights, crossbows, a mix. Even like some bomber cannons, bomber towers come into play, Vitorias.
Yeah.
In the standards, you have like the Gulams, 9-range hand cannoneer. Then you have Camels, obviously, being crap.
Yeah.
I mean, insane. Craply insane. And then you also have like the better eco, obviously.
Yeah.
How the eco matches up now that they got nerfed.
Ooh, yeah, the nerf was a pretty big deal. They basically lost 5% worth of vills.
Yeah, in every age as well.
Yeah, in every age, worth of vill cost. So, yeah, they're probably slightly weaker, but I don't think it's anything crazy. But that being said, Portuguese probably the Civ that's, has some power in every age. In early game, you got the extra wood from the berries. In mid game, you got the cheaper gold units, and then in the late game, you got Fetorias, bomber cannon, and everything you've just talked about. So it's the Civ that's probably the most well-rounded, I think, out of the top ones right now.
It's hard to do anything wrong with Portuguese. Honestly.
Yeah, so many options.
Yeah.
Barracks opening from Nicov. We are seeing 18 pop click. That's going to be 2 pop faster than ACCM.
Scout build?
It might be. Yeah, it looks like a scout build. That's interesting. I mean, I think it's going to be scouts into archers then. Because you don't want to go scouts into knights versus Hindustani.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
So it almost has to be scouts into archers. And you don't want to stay on full scouts either, because you want to make use of the cheaper gold unit bonus from Portuguese. We are right under NEC 4, by the way. Now, the production's kind of moving us everywhere. I don't know if you can see us.
I didn't see us.
Yeah, but we're kind of...
way, I believe.
We're kind of everywhere. It's like a Where Waldo situation. We're looking for a guy who's 6 foot, and then you're looking for Liereyy. But anyways, it's going to be...
6 foot wide, maybe.
Bro, I'm not fat. I'm just well fed. You know what I mean? I'm taken care of. It's gonna be
Men at Arms.
It's gonna be Men at Arms from ACCM.
That's not gonna be so late though.
The production's really good, to be honest. It's gonna be Men at Arms, and the thing is, Men at Arms against scouts. Wait, what? Where are those buffaloes coming from? They were really far, actually. And Nicov grabs that. He picks up the scout kill. That's actually a really big deal.
Buffaloes. He's running after them. Come here.
Priorities. I don't care to hit your base. I just want my food back, bro.
I like how he isn't even going for man arm upgrade here. He's using them to explore and get the buffaloes.
That's a 3 militia to fast grab those buffaloes back strategy. Nicov keeps 1 though. I wonder if Nicov is going to go for the second. What's going on? ACCM made a spear. ACCM made a spear to get back the buffaloes. ACCM has invested 4 units to get 2 buffaloes. And Nicov's still going for it. Amazing. Okay, but the militias across the map. No matter upgrade, of course. And it's going to be stable into range really fast there. Okay.
Man, those 3 militias look very sus to me.
Yeah, pretty useless at this point.
They got 1 buffalo at least. So.
Yeah, they did get the buffalo. Yeah, I mean...
What?
The spear! He gets it! He got both!
He's crazy, actually. What the hell?
ACM's insane. Don't take his food ever again, honestly. Even IRL, I see him passing by with a chocolate. I'm not going to touch that one.
He's going to send some men after you.
Yeah, so big cleanup there with the militia, or with the scouts, rather, on the militia. And, yeah, it's going to be a blacksmith now. Nicov has a pretty good amount of aggression right now that he can put on. I think ACCM hard-pressed to defend. He does pick up that tower.
You like the tower?
That's a tower I made when I was 12, and I thought it defended both.
Same in a scenario.
Yeah,
It looks good, actually.
You're like, yeah, it defends this and defends this.
It's also on the hill, so it looks like better than everything else.
Of course. We didn't know hill bonus. We just know, like, oh, it's nice. Yeah, it looks good there. But the problem with that tower is that if you get archers on the top and bottom, you can actually range the berries and the gold.
Exactly, on the sides as well.
Yeah, it's on Nicov to position properly to take advantage of that weirdly positioned tower.
Also, if you have scouts, you can just run between the tower and the villagers, and you can just pick them off before they get into the tower, so it doesn't do anything.
Yep. Yeah, as you can see, like, Nikov's already looking for that harass, and at this level, guys, this is top tier level. You're looking for any advantage you can possibly get, even if it's just idle time, bothering your opponent. You're gonna look for anything you can get. Oh, Nicov has horse collar. I just realized. Okay. And double bit axe. The buffalo, bro, bring that back.
that's what we made 3 militias for at the spear.
That was our early game investment. Get that guy to safety, please.
Honestly, you keep him as a hero.
Yeah, I don't think you eat that guy. Yeah. I think you just keep that guy around.
He's like holy.
Yeah, you just kind of let him overlook the town's situation. But yeah, Nicov, doesn't really find that much damage. I actually don't like that he made a skirm. I think you just stay on archers, to be honest.
Yeah, I guess he didn't have the gold, that's why.
Yeah, that's possible. But either way, I think, ACCM is probably just going to try to chill now, play defensive. ACCM doesn't have any aggressive options till later, by the way, because the thing is, when you go for something like militia, I say that, but actually there's a counterattack. That's interesting. I wouldn't have expected this because, with the scouts on the field, it's risky to move out. But ACCM, maybe knowing that it's risky.
Ooh, it's gonna hurt. Does he have fletch? He does have fletching.
Instant reaction from from Nicov here.
Nice wall, nice wall. He can.
It's still open. Nikov's crazy. Sick play. He might have just saved the game there for him. That was sick. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Nicov just didn't react well to that, and I was saying that from the start. I realized his reaction wasn't great. Lost the Vill there.
Gonna lose more now.
Yeah, he's gonna lose more. Oh no! It looked so good at first, and what happened? It's 2 Vills down.
You read that.
Wait, what? I'm not reading that. They don't pay me to read here. In fact, they don't pay me to do anything here. I'm just here though. But. Yeah, I mean, the 2 spears, they're going to be nice versus the scouts, but you're not going to get too many hits. That's still a decent fight for ACCM.
Yeah,
like you're kicking Nicov off gold, you kill 2 Vills, and you're trading against the scouts.
Look at the resources
perfect.
as well.
Yeah, it's literally perfect. Now, ACCM, because of that one sneak attack, was insane. Now, that would, like, the situation completely flipped pretty much.
Swing the momentum completely.
Yeah, 100%. And now
loses archers, but I don't think he cares about the loses archers. He has to go stable units anyway.
Oh, you think so? You don't want to...
Probably like us, camels, something like that.
Interesting.
Or a market.
Market step 1. Market, and then I'll think what I'll do
next. He made his tower though. What does he sell here?
I think he did. I think he just gets the market just because it's nice. You know, it just. I mean, he'll sell some wood, I guess, but I think he just likes to have it. To be honest.
I mean, there is an expo timing if he ups that fast. If he still has archers. How many? What does he have in that range?
1 archer. So maybe he's baiting and he wants to switch. Oh no, another group. It worked the first time. He said exactly the same amount of archers. The same way. He's like round 2. Let's go.
There's still a holder from Nicov as well.
Nicov sold his stone, by the way, so no chance for a tower defensively. He's keeping some units there as well, at least, you know. So Nicov has something to defend. Let's see how ACCM goes about this. Same location. Snipes the scouts. Nicov, we need that reaction, bro. Just goes to the other side. I mean, that's fine.
I guess you kind of want to trade here if you're Nicov, because the opponent is up fast, but you don't know that.
Yeah, good micro from Nicov there. Just kind of staying safe. That's good. I mean, if we took more damage, guys, I think the game ends on the spot, to be honest. But the fact that he didn't take damage, there's still a really big window to come back here. He's up a minute later to Castle Age, but ACCM doesn't have that army where the faster castle makes a huge difference. Like if you've got
is ACCM going for?
That is true, yeah.
Archers.
Can we take a look at what ACCM is going for? Oh, nothing. Oh no, archers. It's just one range archers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And no second range, Liereyy. Is this even possible?
I'm not sure. Like maybe send 4 archers the other way around now.
Yeah, that could be nice as well. Yeah, I can see that working out. And he's gonna conserve those archers. So even though he put some pressure, didn't find much damage, he's still able.
He's going for fast aim. Look at his food count. What is that?
No, that's fine. That's crossbow botkin. That's okay. That's bowsaw. That's cool, bro.
Heavy blow as well.
That's ambitious. Don't get cocky if you're ACCM here. Come on. I think you just chill with that. Maybe look to add another town center. I think that's completely fine, to be honest. Nicov though, you know, his economy is looking a little less stable. He's got some stone coming in, so maybe he wants to add some TCs eventually as well. But I think if it's going to be a crossbow versus crossbow, Portuguese do have the advantage long term, but short term, ACCM with the faster click up and the more crossbows on the field will be kind of dictating the pace of the game.
Kind of similar because like Nicov saves gold and ACCM saves food.
On the Villes, true. Yeah, that's a fair
kind
point.
of similar. Army-wise, it's similar as well. It's an even game.
Is that a third range? That's a third range.
That's my boy.
That he's going for it.
Yeah,
oh, Larry's excited.
I like this position from Nicov here.
Yeah, this is looking good. I mean, I think if you go 3 ranges though, you're pretty committed. So maybe we're looking at like a fast ballistics. You just pick that up.
Yeah. Well,
can be nice. Oh, don't waste though. He lost 1 for free. ACCM still putting the pressure, which he should. You've got the faster uptime. Yeah. Oh, but the counter attack from Nicov. Great reaction though from ACCM. He's gonna throw down that talent center. Might lose 1 Vill.
Yeah, he's gonna lose some crossbow.
But yeah, at the cost of a couple crossbows.
We can afford it. We have 3 ranges.
Very true. That's a third TC from ACCM as well. So he's going for the TC approach. He wants to boom. Nikov's going for the push approach. He's got a university now. He's got 3 ranges. He's got Bosa. Okay. We see you, big guy. Oh, nice micro, bro. That's sick. Yeah, really well done there. Yeah, and ACCM's kind of play conservative. Once ballistics comes in, though, I think Nikov's going to be able to get a little bit more.
Is that a third TC?
Yeah, it is a third TC. It's really interesting actually because in close, typically speaking, is like a boom map. It's not like a 1TC map, but the fact that Nikov's going 1TC because he took some damage early, that might catch ACCM off guard here.
Maybe, but ACCM, I guess, he has to know that he is on more ranges than one, right? Like, counting on how many archers Nicov has.
Yeah, yeah.
He has to know now.
I think when ballistics kicks in, it's going to be like, you know...
he already has a workshop as well, so...
Yeah, he's going to know that it's going to be a heavy commitment from Nicov, and maybe you go like Elite Skirm Siege Workshop units, like Scorpion Mangonel with some skirms, kind of double counter the crossbows. That could be pretty good.
Nicov has to make a workshop forward here as well, otherwise those crossbows will not do too much. After ACCM gets like the second Scorpion or Mangonel out.
Yeah, those first crossbows kind of were annoying, but they're going to go back. I think Nikov's going to clear this up. Ballistics is in right now, so he's going to be able to, you know, easily clean up those crossbows.
He's still trading fine. ACCM is. Never mind. I say that and he loses everything.
That's a fine trade in your books. Good to know. Good to know.
DC coming standards here.
Yeah, DC coming down. In fact, that's 2 TCs from Nicov at the same time. So his plan wasn't like a 1TC push. It was 1TC to gain control of the map, put that pressure, and then boom. So he's going to be down 10 vills, but he's going to have up crossbows. Exactly.
And
map control.
Now.
Exactly, yeah. I think it's a good play as well. I really, really enjoy that, actually.
I'd also like to see a workshop from him. Just because like only crossbows against Siege and potentially Ghulams later is a bit rough.
True. For Ghulams. I kind of like the skirms, because I think the Siege Workshop units, you've already got Bodkin and armor. You've already got the ranges.
You want to go into Ghulams anyway.
Do you really want to go Ghulams though? I think
better than skirms.
No, I think skirm is fine here. I think your main unit is probably
like
going to
skirms,
be
plus 2 armor as well. Don't you just boom to Ghulam, make a castle and Mangonels?
I mean,
monasteries and monks, they're never bad.
That's definitely one approach. Yeah, I can see that. I just don't think the skirm is necessarily bad. 3 skirms down the wrong side of the situation here. Yeah.
There goes one. There goes the second one. Or not.
Should have made Ghulams. Just kidding. I mean, yeah, the skirms are doing some nice like DPS here while the Mangonel's looking for the big shots. But Nicov is doing some crazy micro here. Look at the splits! He's crazy! ACCM pulls 2 more vills to repair.
Skirm's paying off.
And you know what? Yeah, it feels like the skirms are finding some damage here. Oh my, that was actually insane.
Best case scenario.
Yo, we need a highlight clip of that. That was really, really good from Nicov. He was splitting like 3 groups of archers at the same time.
I actually didn't like that he microed there, but the fact that he just pulled those amazing moves off just paid off.
He's still showing that. Look at that. Yeah. I really like this from Nicov. Guys, Nikov's here to play. He might have lost day 1 here, but he is here to play, and he's proven that right now. Really, really nicely done there with the micro. You're pressing Lierey's cross micro, you're doing a good job. That's all I'm going to say. If he's smiling at you, that's good.
Keep it up.
That's well done. Yeah, Siege Workshop pushed on the top side as well. You did say you want to see a Siege Workshop from Nicov. We're seeing it now. He's got the eco behind as well. Heavy plow. Let's go.
Okay, that's when we know he's on the spot.
He's
okay.
in the zone right now.
All my money on Nicov right now.
Yeah,
this
is crazy, man. He's really going into it. And
he's feeling him.
The big thing about the push with the economy behind it is that it sets up a forward castle.
Yeah.
At the exact moment you need
also,
it.
Also, makes use of his eco bonus so well. Like everything is cheaper for Nicov.
Yeah, cheaper siege, cheaper crossbows. He's really saving a lot of resources here.
He's playing the long game with heavy blow, boso.
Yeah.
I just wonder when Henker is gonna come in actually.
Oh,
I can't wait to see that.
That's gonna be the highlight, I think. Yeah. But yeah, either way, it's gonna be a little bit of a siege push coming through, counter some of those skirms. Picking up relics is a discussion. Nicov has 1 picked up. It's not the most important thing, but if you have a little bit of spare time as a player, it's nice to pick them up for sure.
I mean, this army, the only thing that Nicov has to worry about is it still gets countered by Ghulams. That's the thing.
Oh, that's a replay from earlier. Look at that.
Oh.
Look at how Nicov is moving every single unit, and he's controlling them as 1 group right now. But he's actually splitting them up. Now it's 2 groups. He's splitting the front one, and now it's 3 groups, and he's controlling all 3 of them at the same time. It's absolutely insane. He regroups, splits at the same time. Oh, that was beautiful. Yeah. Look at that. He messed up.
I don't think he got shot by the Mangonel once.
Not once.
The skirms did some damage.
0 damage, yeah. And he was dodging a lot of skirms
also,
as well.
ACCM was repairing the Mangonels. That also cost a shit ton of resources.
Yeah. And it's not like ACCM was playing bad there. ACCM did what he had to do, but just Nicov was...
main grounded.
Yeah, it was crazy. Oh, I love this, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a Mangonel war. Nicov always throws down an outpost. That's what he should be known for. Production, let's change it. He's always making the outpost forward.
Forward outpost.
Forward outpost.
Not NBL style, by the way.
Not 10.
Nothing like that.
Yeah, it's not VM. It's just, it's nice, know?
Yeah.
It's one outpost, clean. You get to see what your opponent's doing. You get to see his Mangonel. Yeah. It helps a lot in the Mangonel wars. A lot of crossbows and Mangonels.
That hill is crucial there.
Yeah, that hill, it's saving ACCM right now. If that hill wasn't there, I think Nicov would, be a lot more aggressive with his Mangonels. Bit of a 1-for-1. More damage for ACCM. Oh, he tried to attack round. Nicov read it though. He went back. Mangonel shots comes in.
That hill.
That hill's crazy. It's too crucial, but good pick-off. 1-for-1 there on the Mangonels. Well played from both players so far. Castle defensively from ACCM.
That Castle?
He's protecting the berries.
And the wood right next to him apparently, but... What does it do?
Yeah,
like the castle.
That castle had to be in front of the workshop 100%.
Yeah, or maybe where the tower is, honestly. The lead tower.
Something like that.
Do anything the whole game anyway. So.
That tower was pretty useless. And Nicov actually claimed that hill. We did see a pretty big shot by ACCM, but the reason we didn't go crazy and lose our minds is because we're not hype casters. And we know that that shot that ACCM landed wasn't that impactful. Nicov sacrificed some army to pick up that hill, and that's actually a better trade for Nicov, even though it might have looked nasty there, taking that big shot. Although great defense there from
that's
ACCM.
An important one.
Yeah, that's a big one.
If he didn't trade that Mangonel off, he would go down.
100%.
Shoot! There you go.
Ooh, what? Both survived?
Both die now.
Okay, that's weird.
Now the Gulam switch comes in.
Yeah,
how do you do it if you're Nicov? You have to make a transition.
I think forward castle, he's coming forward. He's bringing them boys. That's a lot of boys. Oh my god, that's crazy, yeah. Forward castle.
Well. If he lost that Mangonel right there and ACCM would have survived, that castle wouldn't go up.
True, yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah, that's actually massive. And now we're seeing the castle. I think it's not on the hill, though. I would have liked to see it on the hill, but the Gulams are in. He needs a quick wall on the top.
Nice
he's not finding it. Quick wall on the bottom comes through. The Gulams are on the side.
He only has +1.
Oh, only +1, so the crossbows can deal with it. Big attack round. The tower comes through. He's got some skirmishes in the back as well. A Mangonel for ACCM. This is a huge moment here.
How much percent is the castle?
Oh my god. ACCM is defending this one. Crazy play. Is this the throw from Nicov? The Gulams are on the field. They're chasing down with skirms with Gulams as well. This is huge.
There's a Mangonel. He has to lead the castle. That's not
yeah, you're not getting that one up.
Yeah. Maybe just make it where the workshop is, honestly.
I mean, yeah, just take the hill near the workshop.
The thing is, now you need the castle just to produce units that do well against.
True, yeah. The game completely flipped, actually. I 100% agree. Like, we needed that castle to get organ guns.
Because now we're just in a spot where we lose all map control.
Yeah. And now, that castle, like, that barely goes. Like, it's gonna probably go up, but that like barely goes up, you know?
Yeah.
Mangonel's coming through as well. Yeah, that castle should be fine. Perfect Gulam timing from ACCM there. Yeah. And you might have been right, actually. Going back, like, maybe he didn't even need Elite Skirm. Maybe Gulam 2 minutes earlier could have done even better. Who knows?
Then you're exposed to, like, Mangonel trades, and if you lose those, it's kind of rough.
Yeah. The Skirm's kind of...
Higher risk, higher reward.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Big economy from ACCM now. In fact, both players have a nice economy, but faster in from Nicov. ACCM took another glance at that market.
What do I have here?
Let's put on the reading glasses, take a look, He sold a lot of resources, but he's up to Imperial Age. And, that's going to be quite nice. And so the thing is, going out to Imperial Age now, we see Vitorius from Portuguese. But we're
going Cavalier.
Ooh.
Or like
Nicov? No, Cavalier, you're Portuguese. Yeah. Nicov saw the game that Vinchester and Yo played in the back room earlier, and he told me that if you just went Cavalier, if Yo went Cavalier early, it would have ended the game a lot quicker. Yeah. And so the thing is, like, Cavalier with Portuguese, there's 60 gold apiece. It's really spammable. Yeah. Really, really spammable.
The only downside of it is you are up against Hindustanis. So
Camels.
If your opponent needs or sees you going Cavalier, you have like 2 minutes.
True, yeah.
And then your Cavaliers are useless.
And then they get countered, yeah. But then you can switch into like Halbs or Arblast or something else. But
the thing is here, Nicov is making organ guns, so ACCM thinks he's going organ guns. That's why he's making more gloves. That's huge.
And the organs are enough to hide the Cavalier as well. So the Cavalier is going to be a surprise play as well.
He's making Gulams and probably, is he adding skirms? Yeah, he's adding skirms. He's making more ranges.
Oh, wow.
This is the perfect transition from Nicov.
No, but he's adding the ranges for hand cannoneer maybe.
That's true as well, but they will come late. And also, they're not that.
Yeah, they're not great against Cav. You need exactly camels against Cav. Like that's the only unit you can make that makes a lot of sense here.
I'm not sure about those stables placing them that forward, so I still can see that though.
Well, he's trying to hide them somewhat. Like he's making an active effort to hide them, but like, will it work is the question. We'll see. He's getting chemistry first. I think we're gonna see Trebs, bomber cannon first, and then only after that we're gonna see the Cavalier.
I still like the organ gun play. for now. Because he doesn't have the eco yet to fully spam Cavalier.
Skirms are terrible against those guys.
Yeah, they are.
I actually think ACCM is hard-pressed to find a counter to those organs. Magno does a lot of damage, but also dies really fast.
How do Camel do against organ guns? They look fine-ish, right?
I think fine, but nothing impressive.
Yeah.
It's not something you go into.
Here, actually.
Yeah, it's the only unit that really works.
Skirms are... They do 1 damage.
Yeah, of course. It's a siege unit. It's not an archer.
Dude, why is he making skirms?
Just in case, bro. It's the only unit he has, to be fair. Like, what else is he gonna make?
I'd rather do nothing in skirms, honestly.
I agree, I have to say, but, you know, it's understandable. Light Cav, now you're talking my language, but I think Light Cav, like, he's got no upgrades. You can't really just go Light Cav, you know?
Man, I told you, the skirm switch from the get-go, it was a bait all along.
Didn't do enough for us. Didn't do enough for us.
It's baiting us right now, in fact.
Yeah. More Villes for Nicov. So he's got like the push going. He's got maybe the better late game with Portuguese. I mean, it's kind of close, but I think slightly in favor of Portuguese.
He also has more map control.
Yeah, and
there's a castle at the bottom, which I like as well.
Yeah, he's setting up. He's got the relics. He's got 4 relics behind all this, by the way. He's doing a really good job. Yeah. A lot of trebs on the field as well. Hiding the Cavalier. Don't show those guys. Just wait. Just wait. 20 cav, then you go in. We were trying to explain this topic to Hart of hiding your transition. Yeah, you don't want to make it easy for your opponent to see what you're going for.
He sends the first line in 0 upgrades.
He makes the stables forward. First knight goes in. Other guys, and he's like, oh, they're always on halberdier. I wonder why. You know, I wonder why they're on halves. But yeah, I think saving the cav for that big momentum swing, that big fight, is really good.
He also has like 3 traps now, so I like that as well. As long as he keeps those traps up, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like imagine 20 Cavaliers with like 4 or 5 traps.
You're just snowballing bases like crazy. By the way, look at those cannons. He's sniping ACCM's traps, and he's actually attack rounding maybe in the middle of those traps to hit both at the same time. Oh no, he's not. That would have been crazy though. 150 Villes.
Skirm's still doing 1 damage, right?
Yeah, Skirm's still doing 1 damage. Yeah, they don't get better the longer you look at them. Yeah, I wish. Oh, sending in the cav. The elephant's there.
Well, 5.
Okay.
What upgrades do they have?
We're seeing
+4.
See the upgrade on the top.
Yeah.
+4. Oh,
that's good enough.
10K. Get the Nili 10K emote in the chat. Let's go. Thank you so much for the support, everyone watching, guys. It's been a pleasure to be here playing and casting. Great to see so many of you guys here, of course. And the organs and the bomber cannons pushing in. Cavalier just sweeping through everything. This is looking great for Nicov.
Yeah. Look at the army. Look at the army numbers.
Yeah.
33 to 8. And I would even say, like, late game composition, Nicov is favored as well.
Of course. And
organ guns Cavalier.
He's got all gold units, by the way. I'm looking for a trash unit. I checked under the table. I didn't see a single one. It's just
ACCM's army again.
Yeah. All I see under the table is ACCM skirmishers. Just hiding from the cav.
And the organ guns.
And everything, really. But yeah, I think the cav, the organs, like the composition here is just so strong here. Hand cannons are out finally, and he gets some decent trades, but they
Does he have the range upgrade?
They take too long. I don't think so here. Yeah, just 7.
It's pretty expensive, I believe.
It is,
Not sure how much, but
I think it's close to like 1,000 resources. Actually, it's pretty big.
It's a pretty big upgrade.
Yeah. And I think, it's looking close to a GG here, to be honest. Nicov about to take, the series 2-0 here, getting to match point. He's making more stables. He's making some farms. Quick lumber camp check on Nikov's economy, please.
Quick eco check as well.
Oh, okay.
Normal amount, actually.
Yeah, damn, he's blending in. He's blending in. Oh, ACCM, he's had enough. The skirms did nothing. Send the villagers.
Honestly, villagers do more than skirms. They kill siege at least.
I think they actually have more kills than
They're
the
also
skirms.
cheaper, if you understand this.
Oh, this is definitely a villager angle here. Oh, man. Yeah, this is brutal.
Go! Stone shaft mining by Nicov, what is that?
Oh my god!
But he has 3 villagers on stone.
He just got stone shaft mining. Those are the most 3 efficient villagers on stone I've ever seen. Guys,
I wonder how many mining camps he has on those.
We have to change it. He gets eco upgrades, guys. No handcart.
Handcart is like, okay.
But we don't need it. We're only on 150 vills. The handcart's not that efficient right now.
Honestly. But we have 3 villagers on stone. Working perfect.
He wants those guys. Listen, he gathers them up. Team, I need you guys to work really fast. This is crazy, yeah. I mean, at this point, it's just, ACCM running in wave after wave of Cavalier. Pretty much the undead just running at ACCM. And GG's called here. Well played to Nicov. Amazing stuff.
Crazy game. We thought ACCM was actually pretty much ahead after that raid.
Yeah,
I guess the tower delayed him quite a lot because he couldn't sell any resources, so the market didn't do anything to him.
You know what it is,
just
actually?
even game.
You know what it is? I think it's the fact that he made a tower and then tried to boom. If you make a tower, you can't just like mine stone.
Did he buy back the stone?
Did he? I'm not sure, actually.
I don't think he mined stone.
But whether he mined it or bought it back, you're still like it's still a lot of investment.
So much resources. Yeah.
So like if you make the tower, especially doing damage like that, just stay on 1 TC for a little bit longer. You could go crossbows into skirms, put the pressure on. You know, maybe a light cap switch, as you talked about, light cap camo could have been an angle.
If you think about the resources he spent, it was a tower, 175 resources, a market, another 175,
350.
then a mining camp, 450, and then like 2 vills in stone as well.
That's like
500 resources roundabout to make a TC. That's like.
And then the TC costs another 375.
He also used the market like a bit.
Yeah, so
it's also
losing
like minus 50 resources. So that's just too much for.
That's 500 res. That's like another range and 4 or 5 more crossbows, and that's a big deal.
Stable and transition.
And that, guys, is how you can use math to kind of think of the correct strategy, guys. Like at the end of the day, numbers plays a big role in the Age of Empires. It's not a complete math game where like you can completely disregard like practicality, but math definitely helps, you know, make logical choices for you guys.
So next time, just when you have 2 monitors, one screen the game, other one the calculator, and just type, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let me do some quick math. Pause 1 second. Open up the calculator. Or use one of those scientific calculators right here. A little on your keyboard, a little bit on the calculator.
Crazy APM.
One hand on the calculator, one hand on the keyboard.
Again. Yeah, it was a sick play. If he loses his army there...
I don't want to gas up Nicov too much here, but that might be play of the tournament, honestly. That was like really impressive. That was really, really nice here.
It felt like he had to do something as well, because he was on 1 TC at that point, and ACCM was on 3 TCs.
Yeah. It's like he had to do something. It was a moment where 9 out of 10 times you run away, and he just fought it in a tournament, all on the line. Well played, Nicov. 2-0. Going on to game 3. It's going to be Rocky Forest, Mongols for ACCM in the blue, Gajaris for Nicov in the red. What are we looking at here, Liereyy?
Well, map is called Rocky Forest, and those forests are pretty rocky if we look at the terrain. You cannot build near the trees. I actually, as a player who's all about efficiency and macro and micro, all about the small details, I hate this map.
Okay.
I like that you can't wall.
Yes,
I like that part, but if whenever you make a lumber camp, you feel terrible.
100%.
Before minute 20, when you actually chop those stragglers, and
remake it.
Remake it.
100%. You're always 1 tile, sometimes in some cases 2 tiles away from the wood line here.
That just feels so bad.
Yeah, and it's hard to make your early game build smooth on this map. But we are seeing Gajaras. They're going to have, you know, the sheep in the mill, getting some extra food. Mongols, they're going to have the hunt bonus. So both these civs, to make up for like the rocky, pun intended, start with the wood lines, they're going to have that eco bonus, you know, to back it up and help them get to the next age. ACCM, okay, he's going straight to the center. Deer, interesting. Okay.
The important things to know about this map is you cannot wall, full wall, at all. You can wall to the edge of the map, but you cannot wall your wood lines, so there's always aggression possible. And that's why we see such early game saves. Mongols with the hunt bonus, obviously, Gajaras with the camel. And
we saw Bulgarians earlier with the men-at-arms. Anything that gets quick out the gate, some solid aggression.
Speaking of math, that was too many letters, honestly.
Nah, I can't read, bro. we already
math is good, but numbers good.
We already established this. That's what I'm saying. Like when they introduced the algebra and letters to my math class, I stopped going. I'll just play video games at home. That's fine.
That's when you quit, actually.
Literally, I was like, what the hell? Is this a second English class? But yeah, I mean, it's going to be, you know, all about that early game pressure, that early game presence on the map. And I think with ACCM going for that middle hunt, he's telling his opponent he's not going to lose this area, because if you lose this area, it's a disaster.
Yeah, you spend so much resources. Walking time is huge, and even now, like those deer hunters might be efficient now, but once those 2 free deer are gone, they become so inefficient. Even Mongol ones. Yeah. Then you have to walk like another 3 miles to get to the next deer patch. Maybe make a mill there as well. Yeah. You don't have those resources simply. Yeah, exactly. So like the more those villas get harassed, the worse this investment becomes. Pretty much, it's a short-term gain, long-term loss with this middle. So we'll see what ACCM can do with it. He's going up really quickly, but somehow Nicov was fast, like much faster. Like how is that possible? Actually, Mongols usually get up faster. I guess the mill and the investment, like 3 villagers sending just across the map. Is just so big. Walk, and also a mill that make another wood. Yeah, maybe you click first. He also went 4 on wood, I believe. Oh, yeah, he did. The mill, it makes sense. Yeah, he did. So he delayed his uptime, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. He's going to delay his uptime. But have more resources. Yeah, exactly. In exchange, he's got a better setup. He's making men at arms.
forward men-at-arms. That's interesting. Remember, men-at-arms, we can't quick wall them out. So men-at-arms, you have to fight them. You know, it's going to be Villese on men-at-arm action. You could make a tower if you want to near, near the wood.
It's not bad.
It's not the worst option, especially now we've got the mill and the lumber camp close. The tower could come up. Yeah.
The ACCM spotted the lumber camp, right? For sure he did.
I'm not sure. Yeah, he did grab that.
So he knows where to hit with those men-at-arms. Usually, you don't want to make men-at-arms too often because the opponent just quick walls his resources in. But in this terrain, you can't really wall in anything. So that's why men-at-arms are more viable on this map.
Yeah, we are seeing the range come through as well. Nikov's doing a good job defending with the camo for now, but I think, ACCM with the 3 militia, he's going to be feeling pretty solid to just
run in. That camo did.
Yeah,
terrorizing the whole army. Yeah. Look at it go.
Yeah, that camo's extremely strong.
Yeah, 70 HP as well. I feel like it's too much, honestly.
4 militias? Okay. Nicov could be in for some trouble right now.
Ooh, men-at-arms as well. He's skipping double bid-axe. He's going all in here. I think. Do you fight this or you run away?
I think you wait for men-at-arms and then you start harassing.
If you're Nicov, I mean.
I think if you're Nicov, you just wait. I mean, you have to fight somewhat.
Just pause.
Yeah, just pause the game. You have to fight a little bit, but I don't think you go all in.
Yeah,
he's doing a great job. He's pulling the low HP Villese. That's crazy. I think ACCM should fight, though. ACCM should fight.
It doesn't get better than this.
Yeah,
second archer's out.
Yeah, exactly.
Such a big investment as well.
Since Hera and Liereyy don't read this, I'm going to take my chance and say that I like their casting. Ooh.
We did see it. We know what we can read and what not.
He put the ooh in there. Oh my god. Okay, fair enough.
I didn't read that, honestly.
But, yeah, I mean, the men-at-arms are going to be running away here. I think that might be a mistake, though, because...
You don't get any more value than that.
Yeah, you're just going to get chased down.
You have just gotten the 2 villagers.
Yeah, you trade, you kill a couple of Villese, because now you're not even going to get idle time. Like, Nicov can wall in the gold, he's just going to chase you. You buy time, which is fair enough, but...
You still get those resources from the middle, but now you're just behind an army, I suppose.
No, it's just a little rough. I think men-at-arms are really good on this map if you get the kills. Like, if you don't get kills, then they're just nothing special.
So they didn't have the scout because the camel picked it off.
True, that was a really big factor, actually.
Mismicroed there a bit.
Yeah, Nikov's looking really sharp here, to be honest.
A blacksmith.
Are we on the screen? Is there a caster somewhere?
I don't think we are. But don't give them ideas.
I don't know.
We're gonna appear literally on
a wood line or something. Yeah. I have no idea. But
he didn't make 2 blacksmiths? He made 2 blacksmiths!
Is that the second one? Oh no!
At least get armor from the other one right now.
With the 2 food he has in the bank.
He has like 5 fills on the deer. Oh, he's dropping. Oh, never mind.
Oh.
But he would actually drop.
Oh, Nicov can snipe the deer here, by the way.
That's really good.
Oh, but ACCM is mind gaming. He's killing them himself. That's nice. For those who don't know, if the archer kills the deer, you don't get the food from it. Yeah. And now Nikov's going to lose these archers, but he's going to trade them versus some Villese probably, or maybe versus some men-at-arms. He's going to take as long as possible here.
It's still annoying for...
Oh, Camo sniped the Villese. That's
those
crazy.
archers off because he doesn't have armor. He only has 1 skirm.
Oh, we're going to snap some deer? Oh, actually...
Like that he only has 2 skirms there. Not sure about that. I guess he didn't have food to make more skirms, but...
Honestly...
His army feels hard to kill.
Nicov is playing incredibly well this game, to be honest. He's doing everything right. He's going to pick up that archer if he wants it.
He can just run away. He has better scaling units.
Oh my god, well played. Goes back in to trade a little bit versus the skirms. They don't have armor, so you can fight them for a little bit. But ACCM making use of the 2 blacksmiths picks up the archer armor. By the way, no double bid-axe, no horse collar for both players here.
But 2 blacksmiths.
2 blacksmiths, priorities, you know what I mean?
You shouldn't talk. You made 2 barracks yesterday. Like, you didn't even realize.
On the same screen, apparently. I felt so stupid about that.
You only had 1 house between them as well.
I have no words to defend myself. I am guilty of making 2 barracks on the same screen. And I didn't even know until they told me the next day, or like at night. Like, I had no idea.
They could just feel smooth. Like, it was like all planned.
Yeah, no, the opponent had to respect the 2 barrack men-at-arm play, though. That's for sure.
The casters even checked, you didn't even get supplies.
Damn. That's brutal. Yeah. It happens, it happens. But anyway.
The transition was looking juicy, honestly.
Which one?
The Haupt transition.
Oh, the Haupt transition. I went for the Giga Chat Elephant transition instead. With the 2 barracks just in case. But yeah, it's going to be a stable transition now for Nicov. So it's going to be archers and some skirms and some range units, followed up with the scouts. You also have the option to make some camels with Gajara, although I don't see that being really a play till Castle Age, to be honest.
Those are just too expensive.
Yeah, for
although, now that ACCM is making stable as well,
Well, ACCM's gonna have like a few archers on the field.
Yeah, cannons just take too much damage.
Somewhat fine, yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, like look at those villagers. They're just running literally miles back and forth, like they're marathon runners at this point.
Yeah, just take some deer. Yeah, and that's like pretty sloppy. That's like 8 vills running around the map. That's a lot of idle time.
I mean, he might have collected more res, but it's literally just the boars and the deer, the first couple deer. Now it just gets worse and worse. You have to send them back as well.
Yeah,
make more mills.
And the thing is, he collected like 300 more res, but he also made like an extra 2 mills.
Oh, the tower.
Oh, tower.
We have been there before.
Oh no, the tower's weird. Oh, you know. Oh, good play with the scouts. So he had 2 in there. That's
you think he baited
solid.
him with the tower?
Yeah, I think that might have been a bait. I mean,
he deleted again.
He didn't need that tower though. He was kind of fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bit strange.
Yeah. Now he's gonna become a scout.
Maybe he's thinking he wants to have the tower there, just in general. It's gonna be a scout v scout fight right now. Okay. Yeah, pretty solid stuff. Nice little pick off there from Nicov as well with that archer. He's gonna pick up the low HP scout. He's been doing this all game. Really well done. ACCM has been playing pretty well this game as well. I think besides the 2 blacksmith, I think he's kept the economy pretty solid. He had a solid strategy going into it as well, and I think it's pretty even right now. Scaling wise, Gajars have a better mid game with the camels.
Also, Nicov's economy is set up way better. Like for now, ACCM might collect more resources, and Zico might be a bit better because of the deer. But like 2 or 3 minutes, or even some harassment, and those villagers become so inefficient.
Yeah.
And farms will kick off for Gajars.
Running around with some archers here. Double bid axe coming in for ACCM. Okay, that's good. I mean, that's gonna be nice. I think Nicov should pick that up as well at some point.
Back to his roots, but understandable on that map. Honestly, you're on the edge. So
this is the one map where I think skipping eco upgrades, like you can't fault the player too much because it's just so aggressive from the start.
Like if you make one eco upgrade too much, you just die against those 4 man-at-arms if you don't have an archer or a spear out.
Exactly. A little sloppy though.
Army now, though.
Ooh, yeah, a little sloppy there.
Scouts down.
Oh, good snipe from ACCM. ACCM's pushing in. He's got 3 scouts. A lot of archery for Nicov, though. He can micro back. He also still has the tower that he can make. Just, keep himself a little safe.
Archer micro back. Dodge all the hits from the archers. So getting armor. I think I would have preferred a second stable over armor, honestly. More production.
Maybe. You don't have that many scouts, so like the armor upgrade just doesn't get that much value. But the armor upgrade scales better. Like, if you... I mean, the second stable scales pretty well. It sets you up for a 2 stable play in castle, to be fair. Yeah, I can see both being fine.
It's just a death match here.
Yep, they're just fighting in the center, trading off units. Neither player's really banking up a big army or anything. They're trading them too fast.
Second stable, I suppose?
Yeah, what is that building?
That is a stable.
Yeah, it is a stable.
Oh, he showed me.
Great job. Yeah, waited for the observer to get in there. That is indeed a stable, though. And listen, I mean, the big thing here for Nicov is that he has the camels, in Castle Age stronger than generic camels that Mongols have.
And you can make them while going up to Castle Age.
Exactly.
Or now, actually, as well.
Exactly. He can really mix those guys in. So, I think for right now, it looks slightly better for Nicov. That being said, if ACCM can double down onto the light cap production or scout production into maybe light cap, that could be a nice power play for Mongols. You also have Step Lancers, which could be a talking point going into Castle Age. We're, of course, getting ahead of ourselves. There's still crazy trades in Feudal Age back and forth here.
The thing is, ACCM has to have more army, no matter if he wants to or not. Otherwise, he loses those deer hunters, right? He loses the control of the deers, and then it's just like, what do you do with those 8 villagers?
Yeah, and you can't risk losing them. Like if you lose them, the game's over on the spot, pretty much. He's continuing to make more, mills in the center, take more deer, and yeah, it's a good point you mentioned. Actually, you just have to fight for the center, even if you might not want to.
Yeah. And look at the food count as well. Like ACCM has 15 on food. He has like 10 deer hunters. Once those are out, he has 4 farms.
Yep.
Oh, never mind, 8 farms.
Yeah, 10, but yeah,
close.
That's close. Yeah. I mean, market getting dropped down for Nicov. He still has the stone set up. You could sell that. Foraging for ACCM. So ACCM, I think ACCM's committing a little bit more towards that Feudal Age, which makes sense. And Nicov wants to get out of Feudal Age.
That's a range, I think.
Castle. That is a range. Congratulations. Well done.
I'm learning the game.
Well done. I like that. Yeah, we'll continue working on that, you and I. That's definitely the next skill here.
Oh, Nicov sold his soul Get up to Castle Age.
200 stone gone, wood gone, everything gone. Give me some food, and I'm up. 0 resources, but I have Castle Age. And now ACCM got jealous. He's gonna drop down and market himself. He's like, yo, no way, I'm doing the same thing, bro. But yeah, ACCM's way further away. I think in this situation, you have to commit to some damage and feudal. You need it.
You can't even sell your stone anymore. What do you sell?
He made that useless tower, eh?
Okay, again.
Yeah.
And now you just hold with your Nicov. He's even making camas now. I love that.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah. It reminds me of like the Cumin Siege Workshop that you can make it in feudal, but a lot of players forget. Nicov, well prepared. He's making some camels in feudal age, and he's going to be well set up for that Castle Age transition. Yeah. Those guys are like eagles, by the way. They automatically upgrade once they get to the next age. So eagle goes from like 4 attack to 7. The camel, it's a little different. It actually just becomes a different unit from a camel scout to a camel rider. But you know, it just gets the stat upgrades right off the bat. Bloodlines coming in as well. 1 minute away from Castle Age. ACCM, he's got 15 seconds to Bloodlines himself, and he's going to be looking for the fight. The thing is, if Nicov just runs away for 40 seconds, the camel riders are so hard to deal with.
Also, how many archers does ACCM have? Like
that's 7? That's 10 archers, I think. Or maybe less here. Yeah, it looks like 10 archers, actually. Yeah, it's in the group.
What?
Yeah, and only 6 for ACCM.
Archers.
No, that's ACCM. There's 10 archers there. There's 10 archers.
That's 10 archers?
Yep.
That's Nicov.
Yeah, that's
I was talking about ACCM.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, that's 6 archers.
I was like, am I blind?
sorry,
really?
sorry.
That's stacked up?
My bad. Yeah, it's 10 to 6 on the archer count. And now camel riders are on the field. Yeah. Nikov's waiting for bot.
Those scouts are literally food now.
Oh, they're going to get shredded to pieces. Look at that. Oh, my God.
Numbers.
Holy moly.
Crossbow upgrade kicking in.
Dude, that scout just took like 20 damage from the one camel. That was crazy.
2 shot.
Oh, another tower. ACCM had to buy that. We talked at the end of last game how expensive it is to use the market to buy those towers, guys.
Yeah.
And so the thing is, being forced into making towers like that is a huge plus for Nicov. Yeah. He picks up the crossbow upgrade. He's looking in. He might even commit to the dive here. Really ballsy play here from Nicov. He's fighting on the bottom with camels. This could be the moment, actually. This could be the GG.
Yeah. Gamma's actually killing archers as well. Does he have +2? He doesn't have +2. He's still no double with X, but who cares? He's killing ACCM here. Yeah, look at those camels, man.
Crazy stuff. They're killing everything. There's only a couple spears there. Once the spear goes down, the Villese are free to feast on.
Oh, the riders kicking in as well.
Oh, the shawarma riders. Really strong unit, of course. What do you want? You want some chicken? You want some meat? They got it all. They're going to run really fast to deliver as well.
Take it from the opponent?
Yeah, exactly. Get me some Villese first, you know? But, yeah, they're really strong and, you know, just crazy damage. Look at that. Faster castle.
To kill the spears from ACCM.
Yeah.
It's looking very
It's looking completely over here. And the thing is, ACCM is so far from castle, and he's not pressuring. When you stay in feudal, you have to pressure. And when you're just dying like this, it's a quick death, usually.
There's no way for ACCM ever to get up to castle edge without completely getting defeated.
Yep. No. Yeah, he's trying to he's doing the best he can, man. He's adding some spears, using the archers to hit the camels, spears on the riders, but it's just really difficult.
Yeah.
I think the rider is one of the most oppressive units when it comes to like someone still in feudal age. I think the rider is just so strong.
Yeah, you can literally speed run through the opponent's base.
Yeah.
Literally like light speed.
Yeah.
Crazy.
GG called 3-0 to Nicov, guys.
Performance.
Get the claps in the chat. Nicov absolutely beautiful and just dominant performance today. He lost yesterday. I don't remember the result, but he had a rough start to the tournament. Yeah. But to pull himself back with a 3-0 result over ACCM, a top tier player, by the way. Great result from Nicov. Well played. And I don't want to take anything away from ACCM. I think he played a fantastic series for the most part. He made some small mistakes that kind of, Nicov took advantage of. Yeah. But, Nicov still has some chances. ACCM still has some chances in the tournament. We are going to move over to the winner interview very soon. But yeah, ACCM, he's 0-2 now in the standings. But we'll see what he can do going forward. He's got 3 days left. And, okay. Yeah, they were ready with the memes today, but
I know they were even ready for my counterplay.
Yeah, they don't even need a meme. Look at the headset dent. That's the meme itself.
I know, like
it's crazy, actually.
We're on board here. Like.
You don't have a dent, but you don't have a hair either, so so it's kind of the same thing.
They will not see either of those.
We're gonna move over to the winner interview right now. Are we doing it, Nili?
Yes.
Oh my God, so much privilege in this house. Let me get out.
We keep these.
Huh?
We keep these.
No. Take those off.
You were leading those.
Where's mine? I'm stressed now.
You forgot yours on the table. Nili gave it to you on the table.
No. Nicov, congratulations, my man. 3-0, how are you feeling?
Really happy. Actually, really happy.
Cast a question, actually. We're better than that. Come on.
Bro, okay, you ask me the questions.
How did you feel yesterday?
We're taking a look at the replays here, but we haven't had time. I mean, you lost day one, but now coming back strong, 3-0. This puts you in a pretty good result in the tournament. 1-1 with some really solid win-loss ratio.
Yeah, I'm really happy because yesterday was like a tiny little bit that made the difference between winning or losing at 3-2. I did it a bit on the dog, and it's like full disaster.
Yeah. Yeah.
But today I feel like everything went according to the plan.
Yep, 100%. And you know what? Looking at some of the action that you did here in this game one, we had Burmese versus Turks. You went for a really interesting strategy, by the way.
Was that your plan from the get-go?
Yep.
Man-at-arm forward, or did you just see something that caught your eye and was like...
I did it in practice game a couple times, and it went well.
I see.
But this time I wasn't planning to, but I don't know, when I saw that we were close, because of the relics, you can guess the location. I was like, he must be on the right because the relics.
That's why he picked Burmese, the relics.
The relics, yeah.
The relics, I don't need to explore.
The map score.
Yeah. He's close, I YOLO.
Yeah, we did think that, this fight from him probably sealed the deal. I think that...
Bro, Mike, look at my pike, man. What are they doing?
I was wondering, did you send them to work or like...
No, I almost smashed my keyboard, bro. I got so...
They wanted to just go work with a 15 lumber camp store. No big deal. But yeah, I mean, I think all things considered, even though the pikes kind of ran away, that fight put you severely ahead of ACCM, and you took your time converting the win. Did you feel like there was any possibility to throw, or were you completely happy with it?
I saw the score. He was like 1,000 ahead at some point in Olympia, but then I was like confident with my plan.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
Once you get the 9 relics as well, must have been feeling like really good.
Number camps.
Yeah, I mean, if I lost with 9 relics, I might as well uninstall. I cannot lose this game, come on.
Yeah, 100%. Going on to this game as well, he went for the 3 militia, the classic strategy to get back the Buffalo. Pretty interesting play there from him.
I was really surprised. I was expecting scouts with the Hindustanis meta, nothing weird.
Yeah, and here, you actually went to a great reaction, but just missed that one hole.
Yeah.
And
well,
yeah, you tried to recover, but it just wasn't good enough.
You haven't lost a single unit?
You know what's worse? I was sure he was going to sneak around, and I still didn't make a tower. It's like, when you're tower and you're like, I'm not going to wall, not going to make tower. And then he gets a sneak and
what
it
did you
goes
think of his tower, actually? Near the
I mean, he needed it. He needed it.
Did he need it?
Yeah.
He lost 4 militia, or 3, I don't know.
He needed something.
I would have the biggest army and the 4 scouts too.
Yeah, and by the way, this play of the game, that might be the play of the tournament, by the way. We're talking about it. This was really, really well done.
One full berserk here.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to me. I feel like
but it's crazy.
Superman.
It's like you're 10 vills down, and you have to make a play, and you pull this out. Like
Actually, I was so behind the middle, so you didn't know that.
And this is just a crazy play, like amazing, Micro. Look at it again as well here.
Yeah. I think he should still land good at the grounds.
Oh, but you were dodging like crazy. Like, give yourself some credit here. This is really good, man. Seriously.
Let me be humble, man.
Humble a little bit. But you were being very cocky with Bosa and heavy plow coming in. Even saw some hand card action.
When I make heavy plow, it's because I know I'm gonna win. Like, I never make heavy plow.
You even made stone shaft mining in this
game.
game.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I think I didn't even realize I got that up.
No, you had three. you had 3 on stones, so it made sense. And
there it is, actually, stone shaft mining.
Yeah, there it is. The highlights. You didn't have hand cart, and you get stone shaft mining. It was beautiful.
Yeah,
but
priorities, man. Any castles.
Of course, yeah, 100%. And now going on to like the late game, Portuguese just feel like they're insane in late game here.
I wasn't really planning to play Portuguese, but in the end I was like running out of time for the draft. I'm like, I need to pick Portuguese. I mean, it's such a strong C. It's gonna work somewhere. Yeah. I needed it, but it wasn't my plan. This was awesome. I didn't improvise.
Some adaptation here last second. Going on to game 3 here, Liereyy, do you have any concerns?
What did you think of his opening? Like instantly going from arms in the middle, also taking deer. Did you know what you have to do?
Well, I practiced with Dogao a lot of time for the qualies, and he did this same strategy like 20 times against me. So I know how to
also with the middle forward.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, it's the same strat Dogao did so many times in practice games, so I had an idea how to defend against it.
You're not picking Mongols against you.
Yeah, staying clear of this.
It requires a lot of micro, because if you take a bad fight with my attempts, with the Villese, you lose the game right there.
That is true, yeah.
Engagement, actually. I don't think he killed a single villager there.
He has to hurry up, because if I get 1 2 archers out, it's over.
Yeah, that's what we thought. We think
he has to engage.
He should have just engaged, exactly. Obviously, you're going to be microing well against it, but he has to try something. And I think him running away was kind of just sealing his fate and giving himself 0 chance to really do damage.
The thing that the camel is so annoying, man. It's like, I buy so much time just chasing this guy, making the militia chase me.
Yeah, that camel.
That unit is so annoying in field.
70 HP, really, really strong.
Yeah.
And after that, it was just clean play.
I feel like if he doesn't kill early with Mongols, Gujarat's destroy them.
Yeah, 100%. GG, well played. There's the 3-0. Looking over to like the next day, you're now currently 1-1, which is going to be middle of the table. Is there any opponent you're looking forward to getting, or do you just not care who you get?
Nah, I don't care.
Who would you not want to face in the next round? Put it that way. All of these opponents. Who could be 1-1?
I really don't care.
We can see Viper on 1-1.
I don't care.
Okay, he doesn't get anyone anytime. He's got a stone shaft mining.
Poker face.
Yeah, it's very good. But yeah, looking at the standings here, that puts you at number 6. Could even climb pretty quickly from here because there's just so little games being played.
Yeah.
If tomorrow you get another win, you're gonna pretty much skyrocket to top 3 maybe. But yeah, pretty solid results. You also have good map score overall and pretty decent book hauls. So looking pretty good, my man.
Yeah, so far so good. So I'm really happy with this performance.
All right.
Nili!
Rescue us!
We're done here.
Okay. Thank you, guys. GG's Nicov.